Hello everyone, this is Weston's Weathers with an emergency update. We are going to dive right into things, as a slight risk of severe weather does remain in play as of now, but a huge uptrend in the tornado threat back here in places like West Virginia, Southern Ohio has occurred. We are watching this extremely close, as places like Kentucky, West Virginia, Southern Ohio have all seen a uptrend in a tornado threat, and this is not a good sign. We still do have a 5% tornado risk across those areas, but the uptrend is a bit more back here in parts of Kentucky. So we are likely going to see a 5% tornado risk back here. And this is one of those days where it's kind of like the SPC has said that here in the future they will implement it, but this would be like a hatched 5% tornado risk for the chance of one or two strong tornadoes being possible. We still do have that 15% wind and that 15% hail threat in play. But moving straight into the HRRR, you can tell here that we are going to get these storms that fire off, as they do look to be more semi-discrete to discrete, as that is what we are watching, because any storm that remains surface-based and does not become elevated and stays discrete to semi-discrete is going to pose a higher tornado risk. The surface-based Cape, tomorrow there is a decent amount. We are seeing around 2,300, 2,400 joules per kilogram of Cape. Moving on to the significant tornado parameter on the HRRR. We are going to have the highest threat back here in Kentucky with around a 2.6 to a 3.1. Possible hazard type tornado. 3 Cape 127, D Cape 725. Shear 53, storm relative felicity 316, wave 36 and 237. So definitely a uptrend has happened. If we take a look at relative draft felicity, storm relative felicity, you can tell we are going to see some of these tracks, which are pretty much just showing rotation. So you can tell we are going to have some rotating storms even off here. But back here in this main corridor is where we're watching for the potential for a strong tornado tomorrow. This is the NAM3KM. And it kind of paints the same picture. It's not as intense as more of a linear storm mode, but we are watching some of these storms back here, like these prefrontal storms. If they can get out ahead into this environment and this line is back here, we are going to be having some major problems tomorrow. If we look at surface-based Cape, you can tell there's still a decent amount. And even if we go ahead and go to the significant tornado parameter, we are still watching a bit of a elevated tornado risk. So we are watching this extremely closely. This is SRH. As you can tell, that's some pretty strong SRH values across this area. Uptick was across that area for the most part, but this area also has had an uptick. So the main area I feel for concern is across this area, but if you do live out here, you still need to be watching for the chance for a tornado or two possible. Hope you guys all did enjoy today's short video emergency update. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.